Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back. So sorry for late giving you the material. Now we're going to the seventh tradition of communication theory, part 2. We're going to discuss about sociocultural and criticism tradition, and the last is rhetoric tradition. But for the first, I will apologize for you guys because I did mistaken last videos because I said sociocultural for the cybernetic tradition. So the sociocultural tradition that I mentioned in the last video, it's mean it for the explanation of the cybernetic tradition. So now we go to the sociocultural tradition. The sociocultural tradition, as some of you mentioned and asked me, what is this actually about? This tradition is actually explain about how the human interaction and focus on that thing. So in this tradition, the communication and the social life is being and affected by the interaction of the human in their social condition. Yeah, so the meaning are built through the interaction of the people. Then some of you also asked me about how the identify of someone is being negotiated in one situation to another situation. It's mean that, for example, whenever I'm a Muslim, I'm a Muslim with a niqab or jilbab, yeah, you can say like that, and sometimes we will negotiate our meaning about the hijab in a certain situation. For example, if I meet someone who has deep faith in Islam, then she also wearing a long hijab, then I will also perceive that, or I will act or how to say, face the situation with politely. I will also cover this niqab maybe longer or what else. But sometimes we also have a certain situation that make us how to say negotiated our belief or our faith. Yeah. For example, whenever actually I used to I wear my hijab with this long uh, long size, yeah. But in certain situation, whenever I have to appear in the maybe television or something, so and they have to how to say make 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 up for my niqab, then I will suit that situation. So identify is negotiated in one situation to another is depend on we change or we negotiate our meaning through the interaction in certain situation like that. And actually the reality creation is based on the group or culture. Yes, it does, because through the culture and group, the meaning are built. Yeah, the meaning are built because we cannot say that it a polite eating is whenever you eat without doing have a sound like that. Yeah, yeah. the rules of that things is built because of we live in the culture, because the society believe that it's unpolite. So you guys have to understand about the realities based on how group and the culture make. And for this tradition, actually they have 5 variety that are symbolic interaction. The second one is constructionism, or we can say social constructivism. The third is sociolinguistics. The fourth is cultural philosophy. The fourth and the fifth is the fifth and the sixth is ethnography and ethnomethodology. Some of you also asked me about ethnography and ethnomethodology. We will explain it one by one. The symbolic interactionism is when you still remember about the first tradition about semiotic, then actually it's near with that mean. But in this tradition, in symbolic interactionism is how meaning is built through the interaction of human. So as I said before, that symbolic interaction is we can how to say human is for example, human is always do symbol to other through their interaction. For example, I do like this to you guys. It's mean like it's okay or you did great job, right? So that but meanwhile, this thumb it has a meaning. It's mean that you great or you did great job, but it's also built through the interaction in the society, yeah, and by the culture. So in this variation symbolic interaction, it's focus on how important of participation, exploiting the social relation through the symbol and interaction, like that. And the second is constructionism or social constructivism. This is kind of whenever you guys do construct meaning, you will give the meaning through your experiences, like, right? So this variation is also focused on how the human speak about the object and the ways in how they perceive it in the social life. For example, in Indonesia, niqab is not, it's in Jogja. For example, in Jogja, when somebody or the human or the women is have no obligation. Muslim women, have no obligation to wear a niqab, but whenever you go to the Aceh, you have to wear this niqab for the Muslim women. It's mean that and we can adapt the situation wherever we are in the different culture. So like I said before, that if I is a Muslim which so for example, me as how to say, not too straight in my faith in Islam, and I seldom to wear my niqab or hijab except when I go to the campus. So I will constructing the meaning of hijab is through our social life or social situation, because I perceive that in Jogja the rules of women wearing a niqab is not that strict like where we living or lives in Aceh. Yeah, so that's the mean that groups will adapt the situation of their behavior. And for the third is sociolinguistic. Sociolinguistic is a kind of language and cultural studies that means that language is show the identity of social and cultural of human beings. For example, some people who have well-educated experiences or have a good social life, they will how to say, they will more likely have well speech, ya. Mereka akan berbicara dengan bahasa yang sopan atau lebih sopan daripada misalnya, mohon maaf, the one who have a less educated families education, sorry. So in the social linguistic variation, the language will show the identity of someone through their interaction in their social life, like that. And the fourth is language philosophy. This meaning of language will depends on the actual use, so it's depend on the philosophy of the language itself. For example, whenever I say to you, please to get out from this office, yeah, and I use the high intonation, it's mean that you have to going out from this office, from my office. This language is means kind of rule to communicate to you guys and give you instruction about what behavior that you should do, yeah, like that. So this language, this variation is more focused on how the meaning itself, yeah, through the tone, through the meaning itself, like that. And the last two is about ethnography and ethnomethodology. This both two is kind of the research methodology. So the ethnography is belong to the group of human being who live together, and we will observe them in certain behaviors of in their life, yeah. But for the ethnomethodology is we observe their life as a individual, as the member of a group, so different. The ethnography is we will observe them as a group, yeah, in the social or cultural life, but the ethnomethodology will more have specific issues about interaction of a member of a group of people like that. Jadi satunya itu berfokus pada tentang ketika kita meneliti atau memperhatikan atau mengobservasi perilaku kelompok masyarakat di dalam suatu budaya tertentu, dan yang satu adalah terkait dengan bagaimana kita mengobservasi perilaku-perilaku kecil dari seseorang yang dia adalah merupakan bagian dari atau member atau anggota dari suatu kelompok masyarakat yang berdampak ketika dia melakukan perilaku tersebut. Seperti itu teman-teman. So this is for the sociocultural explanation, and I will explain about the critical tradition in the next video.